coming towards us. And yet, we are the same leaders now politicking this thing too much, whereby we are supposed to leave the politics aside. If it is the politics of 2022, Sifuna should be ready, instead of going around, wait for the deputy president in 2022 for the real contest of 2022 presidential. Let us leave the presidential ambitions aside for the deputy president, because we have not had deputy president saying, today, I'm launching this road because I want you people to vote for me in 2022. So we should differentiate between the politics we want to do and the development we want to bring for our people. And remember, in Luo Nyanza, our people today, they need development. They don't need stories. These stories we are running out, oh, you know, politics and politics. Let us leave this politics as the people of this country, and especially the people who are coming from Luo Nyanza. I need Sifuna to be very clear and categorically that the handshake for the president and the deputy president and our opposition chief, Raila Odinga, it was to bring people together. But them, they are running outside this road of bringing people together and bringing development to the people. They want to politicize these issues. So let them leave the deputy president to do the job which the people of Kenya are paying, the taxes that they want to see the services. So let them not politicize where deputy president wants to go, or where deputy president wants to come in Luo Nyanza, either in Kisumu or any other part of this country, that they cannot go. And remember one thing, madam, these guys, I think it is now high time they change their political game changer. Because when former prime minister used to be around, they used to go to funerals to say what the prime minister has already said. Right. To express what the prime minister was saying. Now, the prime minister is very busy outside this country working for the nation. Then, now they are busy politicizing things instead of them being now busy going back to the grassroots to tell people now, because our prime minister is busy now making things to work better for us. Let us join hands and work the way they have said. Them, they are busy politicizing about Ruto 2022. So let them leave Ruto about 2022. 2022 will come. Let us leave it aside. Let us focus for the development of our people.
Let me bring in political analyst Evans Wafula. Historically in Kenya, Evans, it's been a very thin line between the politics of development and the politics of succession. But many times, the electorate is told to vote for somebody who has a development record. So how do we demystify this thin line?
I think, Michelle, I would like to begin by saying that it's a fact that William Ruto is the deputy president of Kenya, and it's within his right to tour any part of this country wherever time he wants to do so. But it's also important to note that we are now in the period of political realignment. We are not only seeing this in Luo Nyanza, but we have seen in the coast. You have seen also in Mount Kenya region, political leaders actually trying to put a position and even trying to put the president on task. Right. So I think it's not something new in the country to see these political realignments and also to see this jostling for power. But I think it's upon leaders, and I want to repeat it again, that I think the issue of the handshake, which is actually very important at its own principal objectives. And these principal objectives were to unite the Kenyan people and to be able to foster development and to deal with things like corruption. And I think it's important that when leaders speak, especially from the political divide, they're able to focus their attention to how they can able to unite people. From the onset, when I had Honorable, I find it very difficult to listen, to understand Honorable Murkomen, because there's a lot of contradiction. Because one of the things is that the leaders are looking at all these scenarios to be political contestation, that whether a leader visits a certain area, there must be political dividend. Whether he goes to a certain area, they must count some political dividend. So I think it's important to note that a leader should and can visit a certain region, necessarily not even to come to open a road. And what I expected from the kind of a leader like